is everybody ready for today's rocks? I've got another group of agates from the Gila Bend Mountain Range just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to put these on the saw, cut them open, and see what they got. This first one shows a little bit of agate on the top and the back, and maybe some moss or something on the bottom. And let's look at the front. So it's got some banded agate with a crystal pocket, and then some what I believe are calcite crystals growing out of that pocket. Doesn't appear to go too deep, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just cut that here and see what shows up. Alright, next up I got a little weathered nodule. Again, looks like it's got some tubes and or moss in it. Maybe some banding, maybe a little bit of quartz. I'm just gonna cut this one for fun. Cut it down the middle. We'll see what shows up on the inside. Who knows, maybe it's worth polishing. Next I've got this little nodule. Don't hold out a lot of hope for this one. Probably just quartz, but I can't tell. It doesn't really have any windows that are definitive. All right, this little guy, another little nodule. This one looks like it's going to be a banded agate. So I'll probably just cut that in half and we'll see if it's got any pattern in it. All right, then I got another little guy here. It's got a window on this side and a little bit of the top, showing some banded agate, and I'm not sure if this is like a botryoidal little surface here, or if that's just some of the bands where it has peeled. Backside's got some banding showing as well. Probably just cut that down the middle and see what's in it, pattern-wise. Got this little guy here. Usually these got the little squigglies running through some gray blue chalcedony, maybe some banding a little bit. So we'll cut that open and see. Got another little nodule here. Again, skin looks good. Don't see any windows. So might be good. I have hopes for that one. Here's another little one. It does have a little bit of a banded window showing here. So we'll cut that down the middle and hope it's got a good pattern. All right, we already looked at that one. All right, this guy, it's got a really cool banded pattern showing. It's weathered, so that could be why it's showing up so good. And then again on the other side, another weathered banded face. So let's cut that parallel between those two. Let's cut some banding here as well. And see what's in it. And then this last guy. I probably would have thought, not much in this one, except for this face here. Shows some good banded agate. Now, this agate might not run all the way through the stone, but it looks like it does. So, again, I'll probably cut that one that way, parallel to this face, and we'll hope for the best. So let me get these. All right, I got 11 stones here. Let me get these 11 stones on the saw, get them cut, and we'll see what's in them. I'll be right back. All right, back from the saw. So this first stone, if you can see it, there's a fracture running through the entire stone, and it basically broke when I cut it. Surprised this half didn't break, although I couldn't get it to break by forcing it. Would have been a nice one. All right, tumbler. All right. Next up. All right, just a quartz crystal. Pocket. Not much to go on there. Next up. A little bit of banding, but mostly quartz. All right, kind of striking out on these today. All right. Let me get that one wet. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a jasper or something, but not much going on there. Next up, let's hope for good stuff in this one, but pretty much just a, well, it's got the agate, but it's pitted really bad. Hard rock or tumbler. All right, next up, I got this little guy here. And it is definitely different. A little bit of banding. But it is very faint, almost like it oxidized all the way through. This little chunk must have been sitting on the surface for a really long time. Maybe tumble it. So let's see, how did this guy end up? That's different. Don't really see, well, the banding is in there a little bit, very faint. It's got these little black specks floating around, a few white orbs. Huh. I don't know, maybe I'll tumble that guy. All right. Next up, I got this guy. He had a little piece break off. So let's see how he turned out. Well, that's really cool looking. Does have some really bad fractures and some really deep pitting in this stuff on the bottom. But it's pretty cool looking. Nice. All right. Next up, and that little window. Let's see what we ended up with. Okay, that white line is a healed fracture, possibly. Definitely filled in. Or it's just some kind of a weird mark, I don't know. Pretty cool looking. All the little white orbs. Just floating in there. It's a whole little galaxy. Got a little bit of plumes along that bottom edge. Up here. All right, that might look cool. Polish, face polish on that. All right. Next up, I got another weathered stone with a really cool pattern showing on the other side, but possibly some really deep fractures. Yeah, Fractures are definitely in here. Pattern looked a little nicer on the weathered edge. I'll probably just throw those in the tumbler due to the fractures, but that is a pretty cool looking stone. All right, last up, got a little nodule here. Had that face showing. All right, good color, nice banding, a little bit of quartz. Very cool. Looks like it's got a little bit of purple in there. Maybe. Or maybe that's just a dark gray, I'm not sure. Little plumes down here. Alright, that's a pretty cool looking stone though. Alright, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.